Hey everyone, welcome back to the Marriage and Family Podcast Mother's Day edition. Dads, kids, I know you must be stressing out during this COVID season, this pandemic season, about what to get for Mother's Day. I'm here to help. Here are my best tips on how to have a great Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day week, and boy, do I have a story to tell you all about Mother's Day, right? So apparently I'm very hard to shop for Mother's Day, and I thought I was leaving lots of hints around, and I think I remember even posting a couple of pictures on my refrigerator, kind of slightly hinting, right, as to what I was hoping for Mother's Day. Well, I left enough hints so that my husband knew that I wanted some Estee Lauder perfume. And so he goes to the store and he goes and he tells the lady there, the sales lady, my wife wants some Estee Lauder perfume. So the woman helps him out and he gets the most expensive bottle of Estee Lauder perfume that he can purchase. And he wraps it up beautifully, brings it home, and I'm just so excited for Mother's Day. And here's the kicker. On Mother's Day, he's so proud of his gift because he got exactly what he thought that I wanted. And so I open it up, and you could just see on my face, it's like, oh, Estee Lauder. Oh, I said, oh, thank you. And he says, like, right away he knew something was wrong. Like, what is it? What's wrong? Oh, it's just that I wanted the Estee Lauder private collection. And this is, well, it kind of smells like an old lady. Well, my point is, if you really want something for Mother's Day, or if you have something in mind, communicate it clearly. Because our husbands are only looking to please us, and sometimes if we're not clear in our communication, if we don't gently tell them and spell it out, you just might get something that you were hoping for, but in a different package. So with that in mind, I've been a mother for over 38 years, grandmother for 15, and actually a pastor's wife for about 30 years, and I've heard a lot of stories. So I really want to help you all. This segment is really for the dads and the kids and moms too, but we hope to share some tips that will help you get through this season and have a blessed Mother's Day on Sunday. So tip number 1, use your heart. 1 Corinthians 16:14 says, let everything you do, let it be done with love. Sincerity goes a long way. So whatever you decide to do, make sure you put your heart into it. Do it with love. Tip number 2, 3 little things. Stop, look, and listen. Stop. It's time to honor your mom. Pay attention. Make sure that she feels blessed. She feels honored. Stop your day. Make time for her. That's really, really important at this time. So stop. Take a moment and honor your mom. 2, look. Pay attention to her. Pay attention to what's on her dresser. Does she have 20 bottles of perfume already? And getting her another one just to put on there, does she really need that? Or does she have a lot of knickknacks? What is she really about? What is she like? What is her style? Look at your mom. Appreciate her look and look at her and get a feel for what she really needs and what she wants. And 3, listen. Your mom is probably sending a lot of hidden messages in her conversations this week. Listen to what she wants. Listen to what she likes. Listen to what's important to her. Listen to what makes her feel loved, affirmed, and special. So stop, look, and listen. Tip number 3, dads, it's your responsibility to teach your children to honor their mother. When they see that you are respecting and honoring your wife, their mother, they will do it. They will follow. Teach them, give them a chore. When my kids were small, I used to give them a chore. I would say, okay, for $5, you're going to vacuum the floor, you're going to take out the trashes. And that $5 they would use, I'd take them to the store, and they would buy their mom a gift. Teach them that in the morning they can bless their mom if they don't have money, if you don't have money, which is just, that's fine. Acts of kindness. What can I do for mom? I asked Sarah today, Sarah, what are you going to do for your mom for Mother's Day? She says, I'm going to make her breakfast. Wonderful. Help your children make breakfast. Let them burn that toast a little bit. It's okay. Mom will understand. I remember so many Mother's Days I would wake up and between my husband and my kids, I used to get lumpy oatmeal or cream of wheat, burnt toast, and a little bit of juice. When your kids do things with love and you put your thought in, you put your heart into it, even burnt toast is fine. You know, a little juice and stuff that you bring. I think it's wonderful. So dads, take time to honor your mom, honor your wife, and teach your children to do so. I think it's so important. As a pastor's wife, I've heard moms complain before, oh, I only got a Sunday school handprint, or, oh, I didn't get much. And, you know, I would feel bad because my kids were already grown and my husband took the time to teach my children how to bless me. And so some of these moms, you know, in their season, all they got was a hand-sewn pillow or a little handprint on a plaster, and that's okay. Moms, be gracious. Be gracious when your children give you gifts. It's only for a season. These seasons pass, and before you know it, your kids will grow up, and if dad taught them well, they're going to bless you greatly as they grow older and when they get their job and stuff. My point is, teach your kids when they're young. Their moms deserve it. Okay, so let's recap. Tip number 1, do it with your heart. Make it meaningful. Think about it. Tip number 2, stop, look, and listen. Stop and honor your mom. Look around. See what she has, what she needs. And 3, listen. Listen to what she's saying. I bet she's giving you a lot of hints. Finally, tip number 3, dads, this is for you. Get your kids involved. Teach them. Teach them how to honor their mom. If you do a good job, they're going to do a good job. And you're going to have a blessed Mother's Day this Sunday. I want to take a moment to give you a few creative ideas on how to spend Mother's Day this season, being that we're all home safe and in quarantine or whatever situation that you're in right now. It might feel like it's a little difficult, but I bet you anything, your mom would just love if you all got in the car and you took her for a drive. Take her to see something beautiful, a scenery. Another idea would be to pack a picnic lunch and for your mom, and take her somewhere, park at the park and look outside the window, you know, drive with the windows down or the air conditioner, whatever the season calls for. But get your mom out of the house. That would be really nice. Cook for her. Make her breakfast in bed. Make her feel special. Add a little flower to that. Just simple little things, little touches that will make your mom feel really loved and know that you put your heart into it. Another thing that you can do, some of us, like myself, we have older children, and my children like to cook for me. They come over and we're a big family, and they come over and they barbecue or they cook whatever. They've asked me, what do I want for Mother's Day? And so they'll cook for me and everything, and everybody's at the house and enjoying themselves. But another thing you can do is, if you're a big family and you have different cars, you can caravan through a drive-through, order something that your mom wants, and then go and do a tailgate party somewhere in a nice location. Maybe it's at a park, maybe it's in a parking area, or just something with beautiful scenery. But I think it's just really important during this season. It's a great time to take your mom out, see something fresh, let her get some fresh air, some vitamin D, get some sunshine, vitamin C, whatever it takes to make your mom feel blessed. Perhaps your mom's an essential worker and all she wants to do is stay home. Well, my tip to you for that is clean the house. Don't let her do anything. Give her the remote this weekend. Let her enjoy Pride and Prejudice or whatever silly little movie she likes, and just pamper her mom. Put her slippers on her feet and just give her a break. Ask dad all the questions. Don't take them to mom. Those are great ideas to help bless your mom. And for those moms that have lots of little kids, it's a great season. This season will pass. I know because I had 5 little children of my own, and dad would corral them and make sure that they each did their part on Mother's Day, at whatever level. No child is too small not to teach to honor their mom for Mother's Day. Be creative, do a craft, but clean up, little cleanups. Daddy can change Pampers that day, daddy time. And he can maybe even leave mom outside in the patio with a nice book and a recliner so she can have time while the kids stay inside. Different things to just make mom's day special. Give your mom a break today. Give her that break that she needs, especially if she's been working from home, cleaning the house, making all the meals, making daddy happy, and doing all those things and being a good Christian wife and all the things that mommies do. Give your mom a break and bless her. Take the time to bless her. Take her out somewhere or keep her in, but make her feel special. Whatever you decide to do, remember, do it with your heart. So I want to take a minute to talk to you children, even some of you adults. Mother's Day can be very difficult for some. Perhaps you're experiencing a difficult time in your relationship with your mom. There's been issues or whatever it is. Mother's Day is just such a great time to extend your hand of grace and love to your mom. Send her a card. Sometimes our words fail us. Send her a song. Send her flowers. Send something that reaches across that table. Let me share with you an experience I had. There was a time in my relationship, I was already, this was a few years before my mom passed away, where we were not on speaking terms. We had a frayed relationship due to some issues that we had within our family. And I got invited to a birthday party that they were giving her. And in my heart, I thought, what can I give my mom to show her that although we're not speaking at this time, I really love her, in spite of everything. So I bought my mom the most beautiful purse. It was a Swarovski crystal purse. It was the best thing that I can afford, and it had a butterfly on it, a dragonfly on it, made with crystals, colored crystals. It was gorgeous, and I wrapped it. I had gone to Nordstrom, and I got the best that I could afford, and I wrapped it beautifully, and I showed up to the party, and when she opened the gift itself spoke louder than any words that had been between us at that time. And that was the key that broke open our hearts, and we were able to reconnect, recommunicate, and the Lord blessed us with a great relationship up until the day she passed. So I encourage you, if you're going through a tough time with your mom, especially teenagers, during the teenage years, it gets a little tricky, you know? And I just want to encourage you, step out of the box, reach across the table, be the first one. It's Mother's Day. Show her that you love her in spite of everything. Do something special for your mom. So now I want to speak to the moms. It can be a little different for every mom. Some of us, we accept our gifts graciously, and some of us, we have really high expectations. I think one of the challenges that we face is that everything gets put on Facebook, on social media, on Instagram, and we tend to compare our gift with somebody else's gift. Maybe somebody can afford a Louis Vuitton and others cannot. Whatever you receive, trust that it was from their heart. They gave your best, and be gracious about it. Every year is different. This year will be different. I always pray, Lord, let me be gracious. Let me be grateful for what you've given me for this season in my life. We have to understand that during this pandemic, most husbands are not going to have the opportunity to go to a mall and select. Maybe your gift might arrive a day late due to the shipping issues that we're experiencing. Whatever it is, be gracious to receive whatever your children have for you. They're learning, and every year it'll probably be better than the year before. Every year I'm asked by my children, Mom, what can we get you for Mother's Day? Give us a list. What do you want? And honestly, I try to consider all of their economic levels and put something right there in between that wouldn't be too little or too much, but something, and I just give them a wide variety of choices that I really, really want. And honestly, to be honest, sometimes the kids, they think, she doesn't want a pair of slippers. Yes, I did. Oh, she doesn't want that candle from Bath & Body. Yes, I did. I wouldn't have put it there if I didn't want it. If your mom is giving you a list, go by the list. Trust her. Now, for those moms that are being too humble, say, oh, no, you know. Come on, Mom. You know you want something for Mother's Day. Give your children a hint. Give your husband a little room to be creative. Drop those hints, nice and subtle. Don't make it overwhelming. And if they don't get you something that's on the list, it's okay. Be gracious. Have fun. It's going to be a great Mother's Day. I hope these tips have helped you. I know they've blessed me throughout my years as a mom and as a grandma. Every year has not been spectacular, but they haven't been terrible either. And we've lived through them. We've gone through them. I've learned from them. So just do your best to bless your mom. And I'm praying that you have a wonderful Mother's Day this season. This is the year to rejoice because we're all alive, we have our health, and God has been good to us. So thank you for tuning in today. We'll see you next time.